Last week, I was talking with a colleague about a software project timeline, and we were not on the same page. She thinks we could get it out next week. I said, no way, we need a month at least. I could have pushed back with all my own thoughts and reasons, and that's where most of us usually go, right? But as Dale Carnegie put it, people are most persuaded by their own reasons, not yours. So this means if we have any hope of changing their mind, we need to uncover their thinking. What are they so worried about? What are they hoping to achieve by rushing to get this out? And the best way to uncover that thinking is with grow questions. Grow questions can turn resistance into rapport for two reasons. Firstly, it feels collaborative, which automatically lowers resistance. And secondly, asking questions can walk someone through a logical thought process. This helps them potentially come up with your idea as the solution, but on their own, as if it's their own idea. GROW stands for goal, reality, options, and way forward. Let's break it down. G stands for goal. What's your ultimate goal? What does success look like? A lot of times we jump over this step. We think we're on the same page, but we're not. Or having the reminder and finding that overlap with what we both want can really shift the conversation. This can be a key to influence. So R stands for reality. What's the current situation? Where are you stuck? What are the issues at hand? Once we've gotten clear on the goal, where we want to go, the R reality questions are about where we are right now. What's our current situation? And making sure we're both on the same page about what the actual problems are. O stands for options. What options can we consider? Which feels the best? This is where we start to get collaborative. We are able to solicit their input, get their ideas and buy-in. Also, it keeps us open. When we're genuinely willing to explore different options, we may come up with a better solution or a more influential solution that works for us both. U is way forward. What's the next best step? What's something you and I can do in the next week? Here, we get out of the brainstorming and staying collaborative. We start to talk about how we can actually commit to pushing this thing across the line. That's grow. Though going in that order is typically best, you don't have to follow a script. You might jump around depending on how the conversation's going, what context you already have. But remember, one good goal or reality question at the beginning can completely shift the conversation. And it's going to help you not solve for the wrong problem. Let's see this in action at work. So let's rewind back to that conversation I was having with my business partner about that software project. She thinks we can get it done next week. I think we need more time. So I'm going to zoom out and start with a goal question. And can you help me understand what's the main goal here with bringing this up to getting it out next week?
Well, because they're a new client, I just really want to make a good impression. I want them to trust us.
Okay, and then I move into a reality question. Thinking about where we are right now, where do we seem to you? Are we on track?
I think the thing that's stressing me out is we haven't seen the working demo, and so I'm not really sure where we are.
Now, I could get defensive here. She's targeted that I haven't produced a demo yet, but instead, I'm going to use this to get collaborative. When I can put us both on the same side against the problem, she's going to want to help me solve it. Yeah, I agree things are looking a little behind, and I'm worried that if we start cutting corners by moving too quickly, that's going to damage the quality of the product. There might be bugs, things missing. So, what are some other options that we can use or try to make sure we still get the high quality that we're looking for?
Well, we could, increase the number of people on the project, but that's going to throw us over budget. We could reduce features, but I just think the client's going to ask us to put them back in. I don't know. Or I guess, more time. What do you think?
Yeah. So, it sounds like to make sure we still get the good quality, we need more people or more time. Which sounds better to you? Now I can ask about the way forward. If she contributes to that idea, she's more likely to buy into it too. What can I do to help with asking the client about extending that deadline?
Okay, well, I think one week is doable. I think what would help is just a little more transparency to know where exactly are we. And so if you could, keep working on the model and then send me an email update with, where we're at, the reason behind the extra week, then I can communicate that to the client.
Okay, sure
Does that
thing.
work for you?
Yeah. Glad to make sure the client really loves it.
Okay. Thanks, Jack.
Yeah. So that's grow in action. Without some of those big picture questions, we might have gotten into debating some of the nitpicky or finer points, but zooming out and finding the overlap and getting on the same page about each step of that process is going to be a key to influence. Completely shifts the conversation. That's the grow model. When we take time to ask questions, we're able to influence someone using their reasons, not our own. And how we phrase those questions can make a huge difference in the speed and efficiency that we influence. So we're going to be talking about that in the next video. We'll see you there.